אני נמצא כאן עם נציגים של ה-ESF בית ספר לסקי, שעושים הדרכות במסגרת קלאב מד. בדרך כלל בסקי אין, סקי אאוט, זאת אומרת יוצאים מהמלון עצמו ישר להדרכות. יש לי הרבה שנים של ניסיון ושימוש עצמי בשירות הזה. אני למדתי סקי בעצם בקלאב מד אצל החבר'ה האלה מה-ESF. אני מאוד שמח לארח אותם פה ב-Outpanel. אנחנו נדבר קצת על אוף פיסט ועל הסקי בקלאב מד.
Shalom, so I'm Benjamin, I'm a technical director from a big ski school. I manage 420 instructors and my job is to ensure all my guests they will be in safe wherever they want. We are local people, so we know we live all the year on that ski area, and so we know exactly what we can have under the snow. It's so important for your safe. On my ski resort at Val, where the ski area of skiing is fantastic. We have this east atmosphere which is coming from Italy. We are close to the border, and sometimes we can have 1 meter of powder snow located on a part of Val d'Isère, where at the entrance at the opposite it will be 20 centimeters only.
אני בריטוני, מדריכת סקי באחד האתרים שהישראלים הכי אוהבים, וואל תורנס. לקלאב מד כמובן שיש אתר בוואל תורנס, אני הייתי שם בקלאב הזה בעבר. אחד המקומות המדהימים, וואל תורנס ידועה כעיירה גבוהה, מוצלחת מאוד, הרבה מסיבות והרבה שמחה. Why is the off piste so exciting for so many people?
Well, because I guess the first thing is that you go places that nobody go. That they are not off piste means that there is no sign to go off piste. You can go anywhere off piste, but not really anywhere because you have to be it has to be secure for yourself. Okay, so that's why having an instructor is very important. We try to do off piste with powder snow, which is like dreaming, you know. When it's very light, it's just unbelievable, and just to go places that you can't find by yourself. Off piste exists since skiing exists. Okay, everyone wants to. Even when I was a child, I remember we went off piste, but at that time it was very different. I mean, it was almost off piste everywhere because the pistes were never packed as much as today.
We have some forest because after higher from 2,000 meters of altitude, you don't have any more trees. The trees preserve some good quality of snow also, so you can have different kind of off-piste skiing. The one on high altitude, and in the season we adapted the off-piste skiing. If you're coming in the start or at the end of the season, you will always appreciate something different. We are going every day. We have a team on these 420 instructors, only a team of 40, but it's enough. A specific focus on off-piste technique. They go out every day, so they know exactly what's happened the day before.
The instructor is here to secure people, so every morning they check the weather report, the snow report, just to make sure where they can go, because it depends on the last snowfall, how it falls, with which wind coming from east, west, so they check every security point.
We give you the equipment to be in safe. We call that the beeper, where you are located everywhere you can be. You don't need it, but just in case you have it. And anyway, in off-piste skiing, the equipment is different for your skis. You can have some larger skis where you can stay on the top of the snow, like surfing. And it's quite easier when you have your skis adapted to the powder snow. For the rest, if you want, you can rent the airbag. The airbag is another security just in case.
When you go off piste, do you switch gears? Do you switch to special skis with the groups, or do they usually stay with their own gear?
Yeah, it's better to switch gear. If you really want to be efficient and if you want to really enjoy it, it's better to have off-piste ski, free ride ski. So they're much larger, wider, and not even longer, but I mean it can be a little bit longer, because when it's deep powder, it's better to have longer skis.
Is it mandatory to have helmets today in the lessons?
It's not obligatory, but we recommend, and we highly recommend. We don't take people without helmet, in case they fell, in case many things. We don't oblige them on piste, but off piste we do. But because it's our responsibility. It's not the law to have a helmet, even for children. It's not the law yet.
Is it usually for higher level skiers going off piste?
So it depends on the off piste. We try to develop for a lower level because you can go, especially on springtime, during the night, the snow is transformed during the night and it's going to become a high sea. But after the instructor is coming on the right time, just when the snow starts to melt a little bit, so you are surfing on only on the 2 centimeters of sugar. And if you are just intermediate skiers, you can do it. But we prefer to bring people who have a good level just to never be too much nervous. The snow quality in off-piste is changed all the time. So you have to have a lot of experience, a minimum of experience.
Do you find it hard for people to start?
Well, it's true that the technique is a little bit different. So we have to check first the level of the skiers just to check if they are able to go. Because we ski more on 2 skis than on one ski. There is more amplitude in the movement, up and down motion. So you have to practice first just to make sure that if it's powder, deep powder, it depends exactly.
It's not so hard. We talk about a little bit more engagement. After a few practicing, we start on an easy flat place, and progressively we bring you on a steeper one.
Say you only start off piste from 3 or from 2?
We start on 3. Level 2 means you start to be parallel everywhere, but this doesn't mean you can feel comfortable on off-piste skiing. Level 3, you start to absorb the bumps, and so you can be more. You can have a better pleasure at level 3A.
So depend the level, because you can have easy off-piste or hard off-piste. Could get steeper. You can make couloir. The instructor will choose depending regarding the level and the motivation of the people. Because the first time it can be a little bit scared for some people because it's the first time, but normally after when they try once, after they just don't want to stop.
3B, 3A, this is where you start to be in off-piste skiing, and level 4 is for the people who have already been in the past in off-piste skiing and where they can go wherever they want.
And what's the difference in style, in the way you do the ski itself?
The most important in off-piste is to don't move your shoulder and your upper body. Your upper body has always be facing to the downhill. My father, who's a big guide and ski instructor, always told me, imagine you have a light on your stomach, you have to always show the downhill. If you're moving, this is where you lose your balance, and this is where you'll make a little falling down, but it's never hurt in the border.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you too, and see you soon in our marvelous paradise.
Wal דיזר, קלאב med. Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And hope to see you there in Tורנס soon.
You're welcome. I hope so. Okay.